Did you know the Raid Revelry story before signing into the series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, had read some Ray Bradbury growing up and whatnot. I actually hadn't.
Oh, did we know the story before?
Yes.
No, I hadn't read it before.
Yeah, I hadn't
No.
read it either. But then,
Yes, I read.
Yeah.
That was sorry, I didn't. That was. I hadn't read it, and reading it was one of the sort of most that really made me want to do the show.
Yeah.
Because that story it's unbelievable. It's so sort of wonderfully harrowing, but so original, and it left me with a feeling kind of unlike I'd had before, because it's suspenseful in such a specific way, and the way that it is relates to children, and how children can be this kind of vessel for something so terrifying. I found that dichotomy really appealing to spend time with.
There's a movie from the 50s that was remade in the 90s called Village of the Damned, with creepy little kids, blonde kids.
Yeah.
So the story relates to that in those terms.
I mean, I think our characters are dealing with this unknown entity that is influencing our children, and influencing them to do things that kids shouldn't be thinking about or worried about or a part of. These things that become national threats, and it's what do you do as a person, as a parent, when you don't know how to pull this person away from your child's ear because they're unknown, they're unseen, and it's really uncertain what they're doing, like how they're doing it. So that's kind of the mystery of the show is discovering what exactly it is that we're dealing with regards to our children, and how is it affecting not only our personal lives, but how is it affecting a larger scale of world safety.
It's such a complicated thing as a mother that I'm playing in the show, because you sort of, your greatest goal is to nourish your child's imagination and sort of have everything feel possible for your child. But when that tips into something that might be dangerous to them, and is sort of mysterious for you, your child is suddenly having this whole life that you don't totally understand, and sort of where to draw those lines that feel healthy and wonderful and what you want for your child, and then it tips into something completely different. I think that, and that's so much what is in the story and what was in the pilot, and then ongoing, that kind of investigating that, that very quiet investigation as a mother, and then I'm doing it as an FBI agent as well. Yeah. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Sorry.
So
I gave a lot more than that, really.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot more.
So as an actor, do you know the whole story, the whole explanation of things?
I mean, I think we're kind of tipped off and have a good understanding of where the story is going to go, where our characters are going to go. But also, you're working some long hours, so you kind of have to put the blinders on and focus on your immediate work and what you need to do in the day. But at the same time, understand where it is you have to travel to as a character, and what you need to experience to pick up and apply along the way. So I think we had a pretty good understanding, and we had a great producers and writing team to work collaboratively with us. Chewing on marbles right now.
That's a harsh word for me.
Yeah, I shouldn't have picked that word. We were
Go
collaborating.
Exactly.
No. But I
done.
actually did do it collaboratively. Anyhow, no, we had a great production team that kept us involved in understanding where we were all going as characters, and also as a greater show.
In fiction, children are always a vessel for something evil. So what do you think is that? Is because of their innocence?
It's these porous, beautiful creatures, and it's the way that it's like where all the light gets in, but then that's where the darkness can get in too, and it's what makes, because they haven't sort of put up all of the walls that we do as we get older, because we get hurt or we get disappointed, and everything can get in, and I think that is the most magical thing about children, and then it's very complicated in terms of what happens in this show, and how do you protect your child without, you don't want to put up those walls and keep any of the light out and any of the good things out, and the feeling that everything is possible. So how do you do that when you actually feel that something is happening that's very threatening?
Okay, well, guys, thank you very much, and good luck with the show.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.